I went to Russia really to see the face of the enemy. And what you discover, and I'm using the word enemy kind of differently from the way you might usually use it, because I don't feel any personal hostility to Russians, and when you're there, you certainly don't feel any personal hostility from them. In fact, mostly you have wonderful times drinking and dancing in restaurants, or talking on the Trans-Siberian Railroad, or whatever. But you know that there is the power there to destroy the entire United States, just as there's the power in the Pentagon to destroy the entire Soviet Union. And so you have that consciousness, and you know that if the order is given to destroy the United States, it'll come from the Kremlin. You're standing there in front of the Kremlin looking at the thing, and you know that's where your execution, and that of all the people here, that's where the order would be given. So it brings you to contemplate your possible death and the death of your society. And at the same time, you're mostly having a whole lot of fun there, talking with great people who are very vital and exuberant people. And so it's just the paradox of life and death. It's just brought home to you all the time you're there. And I guess you discover that they aren't the enemy. And you realize when you're talking to them that they know that you aren't their enemy. That there's an enemy, all right, but it isn't as simple as the enemy is America. It isn't that simple to the Russians, and it isn't as simple when you're there as an American that the enemy is the Russians. The enemy is something that sometimes comes out when you're locked in conversation with the Russians. Because they'll say, well, you exploded the first A-bomb. And they'll put you on the defensive. And so you'll counter by saying, well, that's true, but you immediately tried to build the H-bomb, and we only beat you to it by a few months, and if we hadn't worked on it, you would have had it first, and then what might have happened? And then they'll say, well, you built the first MIRVs. And we'll say, yeah, but you had better rockets than we did. So it becomes the arms race all over again, but this time on a verbal level. And you can get stuck in arguments that become quite belligerent and are basically based on the fear of what the other guy might do. So you see that there is the potential there for evil to occur, and there must be an enemy if there's evil. And the enemy is somehow your fear of each other. Your enemy is something different than the other side. It's your fear of the other side. It's very complex what the enemy is, and this can become real in the room as you talk with the Russians. And once, even talking to a group of Russians about war, it became so real that it was a human tragedy beyond either of us, that you could see tears in their eyes. That is this thing going to destroy all of us? Is there anything we can do together so that that won't occur? It almost seems like a disease that will break out and engulf all of us with no one to blame, but something in human nature lying at the bottom of it, rather than the enemy simply being the citizens of another country. That's simplistic.
What are you doing about that?
Well, what we did when we went to the Soviet Union was we tried to see what it was about that society that had validity, that even though it was different, and that even though we had no intention of following their path, was there anything in what they were doing that was valid, that was interesting, that was worth trying? And we found out right away that they regarded lots of stuff in our society as very interesting, very valid. They wanted to buy it. They wanted to buy our records. They wanted to buy our blue jeans. They wanted to buy our food and our corn and wheat. Russians basically love American culture. And they're much more familiar with it than we are with their culture. All we really know about their culture is that they have good ballet and they're good in the Olympics. We don't know a tenth as much about the Soviet Union as they know about us. And that's strange, especially in view of the fact that we're the ones who are supposed to have the free press. So we're free to broadcast all we want to about them, and their controlled press doesn't broadcast that much about us. But what is broadcast is gobbled up. So what we tried to do was to find out what it was that was interesting and valid about the Soviet Union and come back here and tell everyone we met what it was.